The myth of creation and the Zhiben are similar to those of Puyuma people. They believed that the ancestor had born the ancestor of Amis and the Puyuma from the stone after the Lanyu earthquake, and later came to Monkey Mountain, Kakawasa via the Green Island. Taidong's rich community, Ishikawa tribe, the two families have since separated. In addition, the Malan Club, which belongs to Taimei Ami, has also circulated of myth of ancestral origins of the stone along the roadside of Alapena. This type of legend or origin has a close relationship with the oral history of the Puyuma. The Puyuma South Pena society used to Pena Penaya has its ancestors' birthplace in La Pena was the Pena Penaya based on the study of Taiwan's taxacal family system in the book. This also means a close connection between Malan, Ame, and Hentron long-term contacts with the Puyuma. In ancient times, a god of Apokilarian lived in the East China Sea. One day, they arrived in the island of Potolu, and the island with the goddess Taliplaya. Eventually, he caught fire by leaping a rotten hanging from the branch. This was the beginning of the fire. When the two gods roasted dry potatoes, they found that the male god had protruding objects on the lower abdomen, and the goddess was concave. She was very pleased at the beginning, and after seeing the two sisters and shaking the tail caught sheep, she suddenly released. After that, Apakutayan made a boat with a large wooden tree that the goddess Teposulayan sailed westward until Kawasa landed. But the place had been occupied by the god of horizontal phalanx and turned to the north to reach Nara Roman. But the site is also not suitable for living. It sails to the mouth of the Lewu River and finally settles there. It also grows and carries sweet potatoes, seeing the original wild rice and millet in the area. Picking up the food is very sweet and beautiful. It is based on bamboo and wood, produced steam buns from lamb and descendants of Japanese people, distributed on the eastern coast. A husband and wife live in Kaluan. Her husband is Limoha and his wife is Kumo. They give birth to a pair of children. The son is called Surat and the daughter is Nakwa. One day his wife Kumo offended the gods Kawila and Aka. So the gods Kawila and Aka triggered a flood that drowned their houses. When the flood broke out, young Salah and Nakwa were playing in the mountains. Seeing the flooded, the situation was in critical condition. It happened to see a large wooden raft floating on the water. The two brothers and sisters hid in the raft and went there to visit a place called Jilanwasa where they lived. Later, a small millet and a rice fell from Salah's body. The two brothers and sisters sowed seed on the ground and began farming. They became couples, gave birth to 4 sons, and passed it on from generation to generation. The eldest son, Tapan Masla, took the Hilum Mudu and sailed along the coastal mountains to the 水帘. He later moved to Doulan in the north. The second son, Cloud Panaya, dragged the Henlun boat anchor and found a paradise. They are Verdant Mountains and Shogulan River. It is a personal paradise, so called Qimei. The third son, Karo, came to Tafalon with the Henlun bamboo ladder. The land here is vast, rich in produce, and there are many white crabs. The youngest son, Toma Masra, lived near the 8th immortal calf. Also lived in the Changhong Bridge, and then went to Wuhe. When they're leaving, they leave 2 pillars.